This is the lower bracket final for the World Championships 2020. Noggano playing as US forces, straight away locking into mechanized against DevM, playing as Os there and going for Ostrupen. The map is Bayeux Assault. Unfortunately, there was one more series today that I'm not going to cast. Just too much for my voice to handle in one day. It's too many series, and this series is a best of 5. So yeah, it's just too much for me to cover in one day, unfortunately, but hopefully you can all enjoy this one. Lower finals. And it's a classic match here. Noggano versus DevM. Guys have been around forever. Still at the top. So we saw how strong Noggano was with Ostrupen on this map earlier on in the tournament. Managed to get down the tank trap before Ostrupen get in there and cause him too many headaches. Ostrupen not fully behind cover there, maybe a few miles out. Let's work on for a flank, and there he goes. We'll have to see what DevM can do with Ostrupen on this particular map as well. Seems like once you get to the phase where you can get like Panzer Grenadiers out, it can be hard pushing out of your base with Panzer Grenadiers and machine guns kind of covering the exits. Looked like it was quite tricky on this map.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There we go. MG42 blasting away. Some sandbags up there for the other rifle squad. The squad over here, Gio, just trying to buy time while the squad out the back does the capping. I'm surprised he didn't close the distance here with these riflemen. He's not going to have the opportunity to. The second squad, Ostrupen, joining in. And Noggano getting out the DOC-51, popping the upgrade on it straight away. There's basically the exact amount of munitions for that at this timing. So, you know, he hasn't connected his high munitions yet. So a little low on resources. He's going to be able to get this fuel up in the north, but it's not going to be connected currently. We need to connect the VP. And that squad finally getting out from the north. C-51 upgrade about to pop here. Tier 2 already down for Noggano. He retreated early on and got that up very, very fast. Still 15 fuel away on a 222 though. Once again, he should be closing the distance a bit more with these riflemen. There he goes now. WC-51 getting off to a good start though. Stripping in some trouble. Oof. The riflemen need to get a tiny bit closer there. End up retreating. Yeah, I think they probably should have won that engagement. But also a retreat from the Ostrupen. Maybe doesn't want to linger with the WC-51 running around. So neither player going to get that fuel for the moment. Ostrupen coming around the corner. Pye's closing the distance now. Going to work in tandem. Soft retreat there from Noggano. Runs into the MG42 with the WC-51. Decides to pull back instead. A 222 about to pop out for DevM. And this is, yeah, this is going to come in at a very, very fast timing. 4 minutes 40. That is crazy fast. See how Noggano responds to this. Okay, he's got his tick underway, so about 25 fuel away from the Stewart at the moment. 222 coming through, looking to do some damage. Lieutenant coming through with the bazooka, putting up some sandbags here. Gonna make it hard for Noggano to push out from this angle. C-51 operating through the center at the moment.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
G42 setting up out the back there. So he's trying to get behind the shrubs in time, and they do. Pretty good volley there. Squad's charging forwards. Rifleman not too far away from V1, but might not get it in time here to get the snare off. Let's force back the arse trooper and MG coming around the corner. Might be able to get behind the sight blocker there. And is capping down here with that rifle squad, getting some good territory. Lieutenant pops around the corner. It's a good bazooka shot in. Didn't close the distance though, maybe could have got one more shot on there. And didn't stick around to get the neutralized there before retreating either. This mine's up in the north from DevM now. And got himself out some P-Greens heading to that south squad. Oh, that's a bad retreat path. You see he's maybe winding up for a grenade. He ends up throwing it here. Partial connection. Needed to lob it a tiny bit earlier, but good attempt from DevM nonetheless. Yeah, that was a nasty retreat path. Right past the Panzer Grenadiers.
Supply overflights are ready and await your command. Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And Noggano's territory control starting to look a bit shaky. But the Stuart is in production, has the ambulance in production as well, so it should help him turn things around. I'm getting some nice damage on the Panzer Grenadiers as they soft retreat here as well. 22 out the back, getting healed up. Hasn't put down his mid bunker yet. Okay. Interesting. Putting a pack. I haven't really been paying attention to the mid bunker timings of the matches earlier today.
The enemy is attempting to
But with this, you know, not a mid bunker, maybe he gets out the pack a little bit faster. So the pack be a little bit late in a couple matches.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
So maybe by delaying the mid bunker he ensures that he can get that on time. Which he can do up there in the north without the Stuart. But it looks like the Stuart gonna head to the south. Decent bleed there. 222 heading to the opposite side of the map to the Stuart. Looking for an opportunity. Finds it. Rifleman low somehow on negative cover despite there being no negative cover anywhere around there. Just a few repositions here. Noggano still struggling for territory control though. Oh boy, WC-51 a little bit late backing out. Could take an attack ground shot. He's going for it. You can see DevM switching the angle there, looking for it, but he speeds his way to safety. Stuart doing some work in the north. Could, you know, come up here, go for some crushes, but maybe worried about a Talomine in the midst of those ace mines. Can be a trick sometimes. Oh! Speaking of mines, Teller looks like it got triggered over there. Pack pushing all the way forwards here. Stuart under a lot of pressure. Gonna fire from behind the building and from behind the wall as well. Gonna have trouble getting around the corner there. The sandbag position is very strong for DevM. 222 continuing to punish the rifles up there in the north. Recapturing the fuel now, but triple cap for DevM. VP situation very strong for him. 50 cal in the works for Noggano now. Also, double speed repairs on the Stuart. And in fact, that's a second machine gun. DevM coming out looking to cement his map control situation. This is what I was talking about. He's got some air mines down here. Air mines up here. All these sandbag positions, heavy cover. Making it really tough for Noggano to push out of his base right now. Stuart just charging head on in here. And take perhaps 2 pack shots. Yeah, there's big time repairs required now again, so it's going to be off the battlefield. Tough for Noggano to get some territory. Looks like he might have ran into some ace mines up there. Rifleman on the run after that, but does find an opportunity through the centre. Machine gun could even go down here if DevM gets a little bit unlucky. Yeah, there it goes. 222 coming around the corner. Got a snaring squad coming forward, threatening the snare. They do get in range for it, and the bazooka fires off as well. Might be able to get away with his machine gun here, and what a turnaround there for Noggano. Now he's got double machine guns, and he's looking in a good position. Still hurting for territory control though. And finally breaking out of his base. Going to take a Faust here. Peagrin's just charging through the arc. Hoffman maybe looking for a flank. Going to go for a bundle grenade into retreat. You can see he was winding up for it, but maybe decided he was going to be too late. Cancelled that option. Pack coming down. But Stuart's already removed the engine damage from that shot. Attack rounds here from the pack. And he gets out of there in time. C51 from one side, MG42 from the other. Hoffman trying to break out here. Not doing terribly well long range here. Just out of range itself. Stuart making a path towards the north. We're going to crush these S-mines, open up that avenue.
Enemy is taking our territory.
So, a good chunk of them there. Looks like maybe it has even planted more S-mines. So you got flags all the way out to here now. We have to go crush those next.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
C51 doing some good damage to DevM's machine gun, forcing it to retreat there. Setting up, but gets out of there in time. Double machine guns through the center. I wonder if Noggano's put those on A move. Got the job done though. Opened up the center. Finally, DevM's pressure has been relieved. And Noggano able to break out of his base. As you can see, Tier 3 tech going down now for DevM, so right about there for Panzer IV. Noggano's not going to have an easy time yet.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
It's probably going to have to go for the AT gun tech. This has already got the major in the works. I didn't notice it, no. Don't think so. C51 coming down to the south here. MG out in the open taking some nice damage. That 222 MG out the back there from DevM. AT gun wheeling its way into position. Oh, and there was that grenade tech there, yep, from Noggano. So DevM on point, dodges that nicely.
We lost an infantry unit.
Oh!
They got wiped out.
Lieutenant went down on retreat, was it? To the S-mines? Certainly was the lieutenant that went down, not entirely sure where though. And I think the lieutenant was up in the north earlier. It looks like the bazooka down there.
You got a captain hitting the field.
This one's claiming their victim in spite of Noggano's attempts to, flatten them all with the Stuart. Still did not end up working out for him there. Costly right around this time as well, with the Panzer IV rolling onto the battlefield. Noggano has side-ticked Captain though, and getting out the anti-tank gun now.
Machine gun squad. This sector is secure.
And finally with some good territory control at the moment, but it's about to be extinguished by the pressure on this Panzer IV. I suppose with DevM being red and Noggano being blue, maybe extinguish wasn't the right word there. It's more like DevM's the fire.
The enemy is
Noggano's the
attempting
water.
to steal our sector.
And yeah, Stuart has a lot of veterancy.
Fire on that AT.
Only 5 kills though. Feels like he's taken a tremendous amount of damage from that pack. Already vet 2.5.
The enemy is
This
taking
early
our
on just shows
territory.
how much damage it's done so far. And 1 AT gun out. Not super well supported here though. Panzer IV kind of pushing on top of it a little bit. Maybe going for a base inspection. Coming forwards. AT gun in some trouble. Stewart survives 1 shot there though. And takes engine damage on that Panzer IV now. AT gun trying to target the weapon. There it goes. Put the marked vehicle on it as well. Rifleman going to try and stay in range. Provide sight. Oh, AT gun misses. 1 more tack round. And he gets it. And that was the miracle shot. Tack round scatter shot pays dividends. And the Panzer IV goes down. Nicely done there by Noggano. Very, very good anti-tank gun play. And those are those ones, you know, those low percentage plays. Eventually they pay off. And they paid off big in the lower bracket finals. Panzer IV coming in for a DevM. Oh, machine gun getting some suppression in here though. P-Green's also forced away. WC-51 up there in the north now. So if the sweepers over here can get rid of those last patches. And Noggano's starting to stabilise. And some good bleed going. Take a quick look at the KD here. Whew. Look at all those S-mine deaths on DevM side. There's a very lopsided KD there.
We have a new Panzer IV.
Stewart getting some good hits in. Not too far away from getting the wipe there.
We are losing a
Now
sector.
Noggano looking to take a tremendous amount of territory control.
Is awaiting orders.
222 forcing away some squads, getting a flank on the machine gun as well. T-gun wheeling its way down, but 222 backs out fast. He's got Vet 2, he's got the sight bonus. Lobs out a grenade, hoping to catch the Osttrooper, but DevM's been really good about their grenade dodging so far. Fresh Panzer IV on the field for DevM up in the north, and if he can go for this kind of split,
Seizing a sector.
222 on one side, Panzer IV on the other, should work out quite nicely for him. Mostly forcing the M1 to rotate. Strictly charging in, and that's a slightly bad retreat path on the wrong side of the tree line there. Pushing through the center grenade, but Noggano dodges forwards.
We're losing a
Still though taking a good chunk of damage from the Panzer Grenadiers. Grenade now. But DevM was expecting it. Panzer IV coming through for some nice damage as well. Oh, that's a second AT gun in fact from Noggano. That's really going to limit DevM. And yeah, up against double anti-tank guns, double machine guns now. Is this where we're going to see the Battle Phase 3 tech up from DevM? Grenades every which way at the moment. Oh, nasty shot there from the Stewart. Up to 10 kills on that now. Maybe hoping for a grenade here with these riflemen. Might be able to squeeze around the side of this machine gun here as well, and does. Grenade on top of it as well. Oh, rifleman could get the wipe here. They're chasing for it. Maybe hoping to get the snare off on the 222 as well. Decide against it. Don't want to run that risk. But yeah, with double anti-tank guns out, that's really going to limit DevM's movement around the map here.
Our territory.
Really need some indirect fire, or maybe a sniper to help deal with all that. But you know, playing Osttrooper and you don't build tier 1, building a mortar or a sniper is quite inconvenient.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So I might just go for that Werfer instead. And yeah, when you tick up, you get access to the LMGs on your Osttrooper, and a lot of reasons to go for that as well. But we'll have to wait and see. But it looks like Noggano's in a strong position right now with his team weapon play.
Our opponents are seizing
DevM losing that first Panzer IV really took a lot of heat out of his game.
Fight bravely for the Reich. The enemy is down to 200 points.
Just across the map at the moment, Noggano capping everywhere, DevM struggling to hold on to territory.
Sector.
222 heading to the north, we've got the pack there as well, WC-51. Tempted to come in, but decides against it. Pushing forwards here, going to connect. WC-51 pulling back, puts... Oh, but not fast enough! Pack finishing the job. Was out of range. I don't know if there was an attack ground on that occasion. No, trying to defuse the S-mines. That's a risky one. We saw a wipe like that earlier on. There we go. T-guns driving forwards here. A little bit risky. Oh, but no munitions actually from Noggano here. Now could lose the rifle on retreat. We have another rifle coming in on the rear. MG covering these squads coming in. Panzer IV from DevM in the bottom could be in some trouble. He's backing away, trying to deal with these riflemen. Grenade onto the machine gun. Should get the wipe here. Rifleman on the run though. And gonna call in the railway artillery on the team weapon position so we can get that Panzer IV out safely. A little bit of damage, and he took down the machine gun there. Panzer IV chasing, hoping to get the wipe. The T-gun setting up though. This greedy stuff from DevM could lose his Panzer IV here. Oof. Okay.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Machine gun. Oh, that's a flamethrower. Wow, he gave up his Bayeux flamer to crew the machine gun. It's a big sacrifice. Good flank here from the 222. Some nice damage in there. Noggano on the run. Noggano finally ticked up to Major. First 76mm Sherman on the battlefield. Looks like DevM didn't tick up to battle phase 3. Okay, goes for another Panzer IV. But man, I feel like this is such a tough style to play. Double Panzer IVs against double AT guns like this on this map. Okay, there we go. Takes down the Stuart though. Finds an opportunity with the double Panzer IVs. AT guns out of position here for Noggano. So it's a good pick off just before things start to get a bit hectic for DevM. Could do with another Bayeux. I wonder if anybody will notice that flamer down there. It's a little bit out of the way. Oh, 222 very lucky to escape there. And one's popping off shots. Going for the kill. And Noggano is still about 140 VPs behind at this stage. So even though he's been fighting quite strongly over the last few minutes, he's behind. This could be a good grenade up here. Stripping just getting cut to pieces, not in cover. Riflemen having their way with that squad. Okay, one of the Panzer IV is repaired. Up there in the north, capping in the centre. Looking okay for Noggano. Take a quick look at the KD again. Noggano a little bit behind, but that's probably because, the vehicle crews of the Stuart. And WC-51, so probably even a little bit ahead, maybe.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Oh boy, double AT guns on the Panzer IV. Luckily for DevM, they both bounce. So he gets out of there safely. Pack pushing all the way forwards here. Pops a target weak point. 76mm Sherman could be in trouble. He gets stunned. Pack might be able to get one more shot on. Panzer IV charging forwards. Ooh, that was a really nice target weak point activation there from DevM. Oh boy, but now he's blocking his own tank with the pack. Oh, gets out of there. One shot from death. Blitzing away to safety just in the nick of time. And that's the power of a Vet 3 pack right there. Making short work of that 76mm Sherman. Really good activation of target weak point as well from DevM. Uh-oh. Okay, 222 gets out of there before a second shot comes through. Skirmishes constantly all across the map. Players contest these victory points.
A capture point is under attack.
Oh, picked up the flamethrower with the P-Wings. That's a nice one. Cal can sometimes win these head-to-head fights, but Noggano in this case has a lot more support, so he's definitely going to win. AT guns nearby, but they're not terribly healthy at the moment. Could be a reasonable time to go back and heal those up. Alright, he's going to push in here anyway. Let's set up, maybe go for the kill on the sandbags. One grenade in. Easy dodge. Reactive grenade onto the cover. Even with a pretty good dodge, but still took a good chunk of damage. So it's a really nice grenade idea from Noggano. And there we go, full retreats from both sides. It's a little bit of friendly damage there. Kind of looked like it. Oof. AT guns getting their work done through the centre. They're vetting up nicely themselves for Noggano. 3 Panzer IVs for DevM. Alright, well he's saying no, I'm not mucking around with indirect fire, I'm going to go for the jugular. With 3 Panzer IVs and the 222, Noggano with no tanks at the moment. Really struggling for manpower. Maybe he can just completely overwhelm Noggano. Things have gotten quite bad for Noggano and the KD all of a sudden. His Panzer IV starting to bleed him. Using that first 76mm Sherman just so painful. So he's been hanging on to the VPs quite well. Only drained about 30 since I last mentioned it. And AT guns fully healthy. So they're ready to do some damage. And this could be a reasonable time, we don't see it too often, but to make use of a major recon pass to just see exactly where DevM's set up so you don't have to like charge into a machine gun, get forced to retreat, and then slow down your assault that much longer. Recon plane can see what's going on. AT guns going for the P4 in the south. Ooh, one of them bounced. Goes for some attack round attempts there, but he's away to safety. Very close call though. I don't know if it was a bounce or a miss, but... Oh! Now going for the Panzer IV in the centre. Those double M1s with the take aim, with the Sabot rounds. They are nasty. You have to respect them. Oh, but the machine gun with the incendiary rounds. Could even get the wipe here. Look at all that damage! Oh, not quite, not quite. Very close to getting the wipe though, and getting rid of the Veteran Seed does help a lot. Remove the ability for take aim. Just the rate of fire, I believe it is a bit too. Ability and accuracy, okay, not rate of fire. G42 behind heavy cover there. Cal can't do much. Noggano is contesting the VPs nicely, but down to under 100 now.
We're losing a capture point.
And yeah, you can see his manpower. He just can't scrounge enough together to get out his next tank. Just a retreat in the north. Double AT guns mobilizing again. We've got double AT guns up here from DevM as well, though. I was expecting an armored clash in the north. 2 providing some long-range sight. Rifleman charging in against the Osttrooper, lobs a grenade. Good dodge. Did still force the Osttrooper to run around for a bit there, so Rifleman might win the engagement thanks to that forced reposition.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Captain in the south. The bar doing some nice work. Retreating up there is DevM, and same in the north. DevM really struggling for repairs at the moment. Only one Pioneer. So every time he takes damage, this brings his tanks out of action for such a long time. Looks like Noggano has tech weapon racks and got some bazookas on those rear echelon, charging in against the Panzer IV, but he's got the skirts on that. Shrugging off the damage nicely. And bleeding them as they advance. Panzer IV heading to the north, but not full health here. Could take engine damage from the Rifleman. Noggano not paying attention up here at the moment, though. Decides to retreat. Panzer IV doesn't have the machine gun upgrade, though, so not doing that much damage. Double AT guns there to cover the retreat. Double Panzer IVs in the south, though. They know that the double AT guns are in the north at the moment, so even going to take that opportunity to get aggressive. And finds this machine gun trying to capture the fuel point. Also pushing in on the rear echelon bazookas. MG needs to get out of there. Oh boy, he tried to set it up. Okay, double AT guns are down here now. Oh, max range. The take came. Getting the job done there again for Noggano. Huge. And he feels himself as next Sherman. Could this be a turning point for Noggano? He's in some trouble. MG in the center for DevM almost going down. Oh, but the MG... The stolen MG42 going down there for Noggano as well. But DevM's Achilles heel at the moment has been his lack of repairs. A lot of downtime on his vehicles. Sacrificed that second Pioneer squad to pick up that machine gun earlier. It's been hurting him ever since. Ooh, but he's got a second pack himself. Does not go for the attack rounds though, for those lucky long range scatter shots.
We have a new Panzer IV.
3 Panzer IVs again for DevM. 83 VPs left for Noggano. He's on the drain at the moment. Machine gun upgrade on this one now. Bazooka RE's coming down. Rear armor exposed from Panzer IV. Shots getting through there. Double AT guns in the south here as well. DevM could be in some trouble. Charging through the center with the Panzer Grenadiers, but there's a machine gun back there. And this Panzer IV in the south a little bit stranded. Double AT guns finish the job. And DevM starting to make a couple mistakes all of a sudden. Couple tanks down. And now Noggano right back in the match. Repairing up his Sherman though. Bit of downtime for him. Good shot there from the P4. T22 backs out fast. Double AT guns going for some attack rounds. Oh, what a shot from the Panzer IV. I'm going to have to get out of there straight away. Just going for some lucky attack rounds, and they could even get the 222 here. Yeah, there we go. Connects on the Panzer IV. Every point of damage matters. It gets more veterancy, although they're both at Vet 3 now. And slows down the overloaded repair pioneers here for DevM, only one squad. So it all counts there from Noggano. Nicely done there, continuing the attack rounds. Getting some rewards for it. Peagram's pushing in on the double anti-tank guns. Actually get a bundle grenade off on the machine gun. The T-guns through the center. 76mm Sherman could be in some trouble. Aggressive positioning here. DevM. And he gets rewarded for it too. 76mm Sherman goes down. Daring play there, pushing through the middle like that with the anti-tank guns, and he gets rewarded for it. And I wasn't expecting them to be that far forwards. And with that, DevM right back in the driver's seat now. Gonna charge in with the bazooka REs. Using a lot of manpower on approach though. Okay, 222 pushing back through the center. The T-guns covering the south at the moment. Looks like the Panzer IV is coming through the middle. Noggano is stopping the VP clock, in fact turning against DevM here for a little bit. Panzer IV pushing in. Decent connection. Trying to push down to the south is Noggano here, but MG42 getting some nice suppression in there. Ostrooper dodging out, expecting the grenade. Doesn't come through yet, but could still. Well, the squad's still suppressed rather than pinned. Panzer IV is going to come down in here even. Rifleman on the run, grenade out, but threw it back, hoping to catch DevM after the dodge. Doesn't end up working out from all. Railway arty through the center, huge connection, almost takes down the rear echelon, does take down the machine gun. That was massive. 222, I imagine, providing sight for that. You can see how far it can see. Spotting for that railway artillery, and Noggano was not expecting that. And with that, Noggano throws in the towel. Feels like he's a little bit too far behind after that last loss. 2 long VPs as well. Going to save it for the next game. So, DevM goes up 1-0 in the series. Very close match here. Game 2 of the lower bracket finals. DevM up 1-0 at this stage. He switched over to playing his allies now, and he's picked US forces going for mechanized. Myself against him on the right. We have Noggano. Things I was seeing going for Ostrooper. So basically exactly what we saw last game, but switching from allies to Axis, both players. Interesting cover wire off there. Did see DevM using Airborne earlier in the tournament against Loveness with his OKW. I guess he feels against Ostrooper mechanized is a must use. MG42 getting some nice suppression on there. The echelon's squeaking around the corner. And now MG42 coming to the south, Rifleman retreating. Ostrooper charging on to the fuel point. Echelon going to come over here, but MG42 advancing. Let's set up on the neutral point there. I was going to say, I suppose he's not just charging in there to try to jam the capture for a little bit longer. Wow, MG42 set up facing the complete wrong direction, but rear echelon doing no damage there. Ostrooper doing quite a lot. A little bit of a rocky start for DevM. So might be 1 or 2 cover spots there for the Ostrooper in this engagement. G42 pushed forwards a little bit, but not all the way into range. Rifleman safe from back there. Rifleman doing some nice work against the Pyros on the far flank as well. Ostrooper stick around to get the capture on the field before retreating. Push in, MG gonna fire here. But they are behind heavy cover. They might be able to stall out there long enough to get the capture off. Honestly, we do have, maybe not. We've got some Ostroopen coming in. Rifleman, meanwhile, coming in for a flank on the Ostroopen, trying to plant sandbags in the center. There's pretty good damage on there. Charging in now. Ostroopen do end up forcing the retreat, but did at least get them neutralized, and we've got DevM capping up there in the north. WC-51 out now. UMG about to activate. Looking for some retreats. Tier 2 in production for Noggano, but not quite down yet. WC-51 going to stay in the capture circle while harassing the Ostroopen from range. Doesn't want to take the risk of getting Fausted. So, you know, you can cap and fight at the same time. Pretty efficient, and this point is not connected for Noggano anymore, so doesn't really matter too much to DevM.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Try to bleed them a little bit more on retreats. 222 out already. Wow. 4 minutes 20. Is this the fastest 222 so far this tournament? Man, that's fast.
Officers are now available for transfer to the front.
Blazing fast. I had to do it. Had to. Okay, 222 heading up to the north. Lieutenant is out, but I'm not upgrading the bazooka quite yet. Do have a Vet 1 rifle squad nearby though, so can threaten the snare with that. Lieutenant upgrading the bazooka now. 222 finds a good position though. And WC-51 kind of running away from the rifle squad with the snare at the moment. 222 trying to get away. Doesn't want to commit. If he takes a snare here, he could lose the 222, but he dances out, avoiding all those obstacles quite nicely. Wants to keep the 222 on the front lines. The repair piles are right here. Goes back in for some repairs. Ooh, doing quite a lot of friendly damage there. Some action in the south. Heavy cover position there. Working quite well for DevM, but now getting suppressed. Ostroopen going to charge in. Guys trying to hold the line in the north, but they're not going to last long. And 222 also getting out. 50 cal out for DevM at this stage. Will delay his Stuart somewhat. Not going to have the manpower for that. Yeah, has ticked mechanized platoon side tick there. Ooh, late retreat from Noggano. And he goes down there. 50 cal just spitting out so much damage there. Early wipe against Noggano. 50 cal really good in these head-to-head machine gun fights as well. G42 not going to last long down there. Stuart in the works for DevM. Coming in, looking for the flank here. Oh, and there's some nasty damage on the rear echelon. Doing a little bit to the machine gun as well. But the 50 cal for DevM has steadied the ship at least. Especially with Noggano losing that squad. DevM not under quite so much pressure. Ostroopen coming around the corner though. Gonna find the WC-51. A little bit late activating the Faust. Allows it to back away. 222 in the south. Heading towards the north now. But the Stuart also coming up to the north, maybe to look to protect. Have a snaring squad up here as well to assist with the defense. This could be huge. 222 could be in some trouble here. Stuart coming in. Oh, gets a bit too close here. Going to take a Faust as well. Do have the pack right here. setting up. Not quite in range. Has to pack up again and move forwards. Austrian going to have a hard time holding off this assault from the side. 222 advancing. Oh, missing the shot from the pack there. And now the 222 has to get on the run. That bazooka coming in. Posing a real threat. MG's not shooting for some reason. It's having its sight blocked by that shrub. That was really weird. Just allowed the lieutenant to get right around the corner there. Noggano does hang on. He has to pull back. So his territory control is not as impressive as we often see from Austrian at this stage. Also did go for that pack early on before the Panzergrenadiers. So interesting timing there. Oops.
Panzergrenadiers standing by.
An ambulance coming in now for DevM, getting it a bit later than we've seen in some of these other games, because he squeezed in that 50 cal as well. Well, 50 cal has been working nicely for him. Can't argue with its results. Quick look at the KD. DevM in a nice position. That's going to connect. Look at the damage that 50 cal is doing up close though. Oof. Wow, jumps out with the vehicle crew right there with the Panzergrenadiers standing nearby pack. And Austrian working its way into the retreat path here. No machine gun covering the pack though. That could be dangerous. Pack sees the rifleman there, decides to pull out. 51 going through the center. 242 doing some nice damage though. Without the APM equipped. 222 coming in. There's quite a wall of riflemen there, and the bazooka does not connect. Pack missing its shot. Stuart backing out. Coming back in now. Looking to pressure the Panzergrenadiers. The Alphonse in retreat. But DevM in a comfortable position, only 50 VPs behind. We often see players about 150 VPs behind it around this timing, so it's looking good for DevM right now. Oops, the night vehicle on this 222. Stuart threatening to come around the corner there, but with the snaring squad there, can't afford to do that. How did they get suppressed? Okay, just in range. Well, it doesn't really look like it. Yes, on the north, he never got a sweeper on them. It's kind of risky, honestly. Well, I haven't seen Noggano plant any tellers so far. Easily could be one down somewhere, however. Did get some suppression in there. Peagrin's coming around the corner. Should be able to deal with the rifleman. That's why he's not packing up here. No grenade tick yet. Oh, bit of action in the south. It's a Faust with the Stuart. Taking some pretty big hits from the 222 as well. Getting through there nicely, getting a flank. But he's backed himself into a corner here. There's no exit from this side. Pack coming down here. Looking to capitalize. He's going for the kill on the machine gun as well. Panzergrenadiers coming down. Really hoping to get the wipe here. Not going to get it. But the Stuart goes down to the pack. Nicely done there by Noggano. DevM a bit careless there, allowing that Faust to come through.
We are losing a sector.
Okay, well that now puts Noggano in a nice position. Looks like he rebuilt that lost Austrian finally, and looking to cap up the map all of a sudden. Oof, there's a lot of damage from the Peagrins up close on the WC-51. Still taking damage. They just need to pull back though before they take any more losses. Try and conserve some manpower. 222 took an AT grenade. Going to be able to get away safely. Bayeux's coming out with the flamer, trying to get rid of the squad. Or he pulls back to do some repairs. DevM going for a second machine gun at this stage. Interesting.
We're losing a capture point.
Noggano about to pop out his first tank though. Only 20 fuel away. Captain Tick in the works. Wow, really nice grenade there from DevM. Gets the wipe on the Osttrooper. Grenade. Dodged. But yeah, this Panzer IV from Noggano could do a tremendous amount of damage. Looks like DevM, did he cancel that 50 cal or did he lose one already? He must have cancelled it, right? Cancelled it and invested his manpower into the captain instead. Safer choice. 222 continuing to make a nuisance of itself. 50 cal trying to get the wipe here. Not successful though.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Kills now on that 222, working nicely. Oh, predictive grenade around the corner there, but DevM, he's on point with these reactions. His grenade dodging has been so nice in this series. Go behind the heavy cover here. Some good damage to the 222.
We are losing a sector.
Got some bars as well. DevM, so he went for the full suite of upgrades. He went for the side tech, he went for the weapon racks, the grenades. Does slow down his first tank by a long way, but he's trying to settle in and battle hard during this phase of the game. Taking every advantage as he can. 22, could even go down to one more bazooka shot here, maybe. Oh, he's got two bazookas on that, in fact. Very lucky that the second one missed. Noggano cutting it close there. Oh, Pat coming in from the side. Goes down to small arms damage there. That machine gun ripping in.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
It's kind of interesting, you know, like how the different US players are choosing to spend their munitions. Noggano earlier was not upgrading his 76mm Sherms with the machine guns. So he could make use of combined arms more. Not going for weapon racks either, just spamming out the grenades. Used to be, you know, the differences between the different players here. Oh, nice shot from the Panzer IV on that retreating squad. The T-gun wheeling its way out of base now though. Double bazookas on that lieutenant. They're fully invested into an anti-tank squad now. One connecting there. A T-gun though opening up and getting through the armor. Take one more hit here. Yeah, he does. There's a lot of repairs now. Does have double pies though, Noggano, so should be able to repair that up quite nicely. There's pies Vet 2 as well. So he's going to pull back to a base with that retreating squad. DevM gaining territory in the north. Got some S mines up there, so capping points slightly further forwards at the moment. Guess he was maybe hoping he could run out of sight range there before the machine gun started firing, but unsuccessful. Gonna hang around though, try to get the decap. Unsuccessful though, gets pinned before that can come through. And re-echelon sweepers up here for the minefield.
We are losing a sector.
Nice one coming in, pressuring the machine gun, dropping it down quickly.
Forces are securing our territory.
Two models there on retreat. Double pies on the Panzer IV repairs. DevM with a good chunk of fuel right now. Could get out his tick. Yeah, it looks like he started it there for the major. Made out, no dodge from Noggano.
Opponents are seizing
That's
the
a good
sector.
chunk of damage. Has a 4 coming in. Rifleman on the retreat. E4 could get a really lucky hit
We
there.
are now authorized to
Get the
request
wipe,
more
but no.
powerful units.
They do survive. Okay, oh, I thought he got the neutralized there. But no. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. Rifleman trying to stick around to complete the capture, but could go down. Panzer IV charging through the center. But he decides against pushing in. Ooh, rear echelon went down in the north. Maybe some S-mines triggering while they were sweeping it. Yeah, man. Squad down. No more sweepers for DevM. No, you know, we've seen Noggano plant some S-mines, but doesn't seem to plant too many towers so far that I've seen. Okay, Rose, I say that, planting one in this alleyway. I think that's a nice position for one around there. Looks like Noggano has ticked up and got his heavy panzer corps down and started to equip his Austrian with LMGs as well. Currently he's got a comfortable amount of territory control. He's struggling for even one VP, but he's only 40 or so VPs behind at this stage.
300 points remaining.
Smoke out to assist with the capture. A T-gun rotating to the north. Just trooping out there in no cover though, so the accuracy is shockingly bad. Zuka's trying to close in safely on the 222.
Enemy is taking our
Hit for one
territory.
hit. A T-gun also connecting maybe. It's for not a full health. T-Green's coming in. Got the bar rifleman there with the grenade. But Noggano on top of it with the dodge. Here comes the 76mm rifleman getting shredded by the Panzer Grenadiers though. Getting off to a bad shot there, missing quite a few hits, but they're very clumped up. That was a recipe for a wipe. Pack pushing all the way forwards here though. Maybe gonna look for a grenade wipe into the retreat. Really good wind up. Good damage. Nearly got the reward. The 76mm getting off to a bad start there against the super clumped P-Green's close range. Oh, and some pressure on the anti-tank gun here as well. Pack pushing forwards, machine gun pushing forwards. Noggano applying a tremendous amount of pressure here. The T-gun gets decrewed. 76mm going to try hold the line. Panzer IV going to try finish off the decrewed weapon here. 76mm pulling back. Goes for the recrew with the rifleman here. 76mm coming in. Will be in range of the AT gun though. Takes a hit. Rifleman reluctant to crew the weapon maybe, or maybe they're just getting pushed around. Doesn't have any rear echelon to crew the weapon with, so might as be with the rifle squad. And now Noggano in a very comfortable position. Second machine gun out and almost pinning DevM in his base all of a sudden. And breaking out towards the north. Using that sweeper squad did cost him a lot of territory control, it kind of feels like.
We are losing a sector.
Second pack coming in for Noggano to help contain. He's put down another telemine as well, so him not having a sweeper could backfire on him quite badly.
Enemy is taking our territory.
And now going for the Werfer. This is what I thought we'd see from DevM last game, but
Force the enemy down to
he went steering in for the triple medium play. It did end up working out for him, but it was kind of shaky, you know. He lost a few Panzer IVs to the double AT guns. one shot from death, but at a safe range, 76mm.
Enemy
Can't
forces
contribute.
are securing our territory.
Trying to close the distance with the bazooka squad, but they get suppressed. Machine gun through the center. Grenade into retreat, but way off target. Might have
Our
had to
opponents
reload
are
his gun
seizing the
before
sector.
throwing that grenade. Sometimes that happens. Oh, there we go. Hits one of the tellers. AT gun right there for Noggano. 76mm in trouble. Just out of range of the second shot though. Very lucky is Noggano that second shot from the AT gun missed there. Barrage coming in, probably targeting the AT gun position. Even dodging away from that area. And he doesn't take any damage from it. Nicely done. Trying to advance under the cover of the smoke, but the Panzer IV is up here now. To capitalize on this moment of weakness from DevM with a damaged engine. Captain charging through the smoke, but MG is still invisible inside the smoke, so he can't fire. He's taking a lot of damage on Panzer IV in the meantime. Could even go down. AT gun pushing all the way forwards and a lucky scatter shot. Oh, Panzer IV actually hit it down to low after that. And now Panzer Grenadier is chasing it down, looking for the D crew. Got some barred up riflemen there. Oh, but the PV is getting some really nice damage in long range. Sherman needs to be repaired up to full to remove the engine critical. It's from the mine, not from a snare. So he has to pack up. And it looks like the AT gun's gonna go down there. Noggano comes in with the follow-up shot. Oh man, he jumped out, tried to repair a Sherman. That position, that is crazy risky. Sides against it, jumps back inside. But that assault did not go terribly well for DevM there. He's starting to look a little bit desperate for him all of a sudden. A lot of territory for the taking in the south though. Let's see if he can get something going down there.
We have liberated the objective.
Lieutenant sprinting for the VP. It's around the corner of the machine gun, getting both his officers suppressed though. Panzer IV not a full health coming down to the south, but can play with this, you know, relatively safely at this amount of health since he found the vehicle crew with the 222.
Is taking our territory.
Steals the Sherman, trying to repair on the front lines. Cost him his 222, but well worth it. And now with 2 tanks against none, worth it coming in.
Our opponents
That's gotta
are
be it.
seizing a sector.
He's got some bazookas coming in. The Panzer IV's beating them quite nicely. Oh yeah, too nicely. They can't hang around. Any more follow-up
Our
damage.
lines of supply are disrupted.
And we head to the north. DevM had just about enough for a tank there. They've decided to reinforce the squads instead. And yeah, finally just decides to throw the towel. He's so low on VPs here. Down 2 tanks to none. Gunner with a huge army. 50 pop cap ahead. I think that's a good decision from DevM. So, the scores are settled. 1-1. We'll go on to the next map.